I'm Mr. Las Vegas.
I know. Hey guys, don't worry about what we just did. For those that are tuning in, this this is going to be an actual episode, a live episode on our podcast, and we'll be shooting that all out there, man. But for those that are just tuning in, this is how we're going to do ours. So every time you see Y Us All, it's actually going to be our podcast, right, cousin? And that's
That's
how we're
right.
going to. Yeah, and we'll be inviting people on. But Mr. Las Vegas, man, if you ever get a chance, the next time we go live, man, shoot me, DM me, Oos. Let me know if you. We would like to have you on the platform because I see you out there doing your thing, bro. You know what I'm saying, Oos?
Why, tell me why the sky's blue. Tell me why this money is green. Now, Lord, please, tell me why I do these things to make tea. Now, yeah, let me. They kick me out of church, cause I just don't listen. Always fall asleep when the preacher is preaching. Not my fault, I do love God, but on...
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to another episode of the Y Oos podcast. I'm your host, Puni Moore.
And I'm your queen.
And we're live on TikTok, baby.
That's
Episode
right.
number. What is this, number 4? We live on TikTok, yo. This episode is sponsored by yours truly, yoos.com. Purchase our merchandise on our website at www.yoos.com. Thank you for your support. Shout out to everybody. We won't actually call you guys out later on this show where we will read our comments. I'll leave that to Queen to go ahead and do that part. But we are just going to educate or just showcase what we're all about, right, Queen?
That's right.
As those that know the Y Oos podcast, we are a podcast. We are coming on TikTok Live to see how this works and see if this is an avenue that we will be doing moving forward too. As we continue to do a sit down with our hosts, different hosts, man, but our platform is to invite small business entrepreneurs, content creators, regular Joes, and those that just, want to, that does something out of their ordinary. Right, Queen? Anything I missed?
That's right. No, you right on point. Hey, Anna, how do I say that? Wakalahai Bailey? Welcome. I apologize if I butchered, but yeah, that's the whole goal of is bringing our community together and showcasing our folks from across the way. We have people from the Bay Area who's been on here, people out there in your area, Kentucky, Oklahoma, and we're in here up in Washington. So it's nice to just showcase the small businesses and the creators, because there's a lot of crazy stuff going on around, but also to promote the small businesses. It's nice to have learn different things too. We have some military folks that came on our podcast, and we're open to everyone. Come on through. We like to showcase. We like to hear people's story, and that's what our podcast is about. Hello, Samuel 685. Welcome.
And as we go on, man, we will just go ahead and we'll eventually have people join the live and have a conversation with y'all. I think this is an excellent place, Queen, to for also content creators or just those that want to have a voice on whatever topic that we talk about when we're doing our live. You know what I'm saying? I think it'll be a fun thing to do to engage with our audience. So I think that's another thing to do. So for those that join in, and if you guys are kind of lost in the sauce of what we're talking about, worry less, because we will be airing and upload these well, we call it episodes, but all of this will be aired and recorded, so it's all be on our podcast, so you'll find that on all our streaming social media and stuff.
Yeah. Hi, crafty companions. Welcome. And we like to support small business too that are on TikTok and even the ones we find on Facebook. Like I just met up with Psalm One Direct and to pick up some stuff we asked him to create. So you guys look out for the young man, his business. I know Punimo is gonna receive his stuff, so he's gonna do his little video like he always does. His opening surprise and all. So I'm excited for him to receive his package. I received mine yesterday, but I didn't even show Punimo, but the product's very nice, and I love supporting small businesses. Like we have, hey Calvin, users 9075, home and garden. Oh, nice. Fatty Bombatti, what's up? They got Calvin B and Home and Garden. I like that. Hey guys, welcome. Like we said earlier, we're here to promote local content creator and to learn how to actually, how to monetize this thing so everyone can have their piece of the pie instead of just, having all the numbers. And we're learning from a lot of people. So I'm excited. It's just like we're here to take everybody up with us, and if you're up there too, we're asking for a little handout. We got no sponsors and all, but it's all about getting together and just bringing up, bringing everybody up with us. So I'm excited about that, bro. A lot of folks is now, they learning about Wa'us, and this is the queen. What's up, guys? Been busy. The queen's been busy working, get ready for retirement. Hence why you only see the queen right there as is. That logo you see was created by WeFobs, Chief Lot. So I want to give a little shout out. As you can see, we love the 49ers, so that's the colors I've chose for my queen, or the queen. But thanks again, Chief Lot from WeFobs. He is also a small business owner. You guys can check him out on wefobs.io. But like my brother said here, we're all about taking everybody with us and just here to speak the truth and bring everybody with us. I see a lot of small content creators here. I've followed you guys and I love it. Hunkin' Girl, what's up? Recognize all these names. Thank you guys for supporting us. The likes, the comments, everything matters. I'm learning.
So that's what's up, man. We got a whole bunch of these my friends coming in. Queen, we got Jody in the house, Calvin, Hunky from the 684, baby. Man, it's good to see y'all, fam.
That's
And also,
nice.
yeah, we got Jody's brother here tuning in. Hey guys, if you guys are available, let us know down the road if you guys are available to jump on our live and share a little bit. Jody, you know what we did like the last time. That's pretty much what we're doing. Just bringing on content creators to entertain our people of what how to go about if you are a TikTok content creator or somebody like Calvin here who's a gardening person and Calvin does other great stuff too. And I also I'm looking forward to talk to you too, Hunky. Hunky over there at 684. We're doing your little small business of putting all together stuff from the home island and sending it out to everybody. Do you do it over here in the mainland only, or do you also ship out your stuff to where all our people at Australia and New Zealand too? So those are just the questions, man. Let us know if y'all able to come in. But before we go on, Queen, we got one event coming up in August. Just want to promote that, and that's the MC Club. That's who you guys seen on our current episode is the motorcycle club for Polynesians. What is it? Native Americans, and they got that. They're hosting that, I believe, somewhere in Seattle or Spano or Tacoma area. So that event is coming up. We'll be pushing out more flyers, and that's open up to everybody, not just Polynesians or Native Americans. It's just our people's way of giving out to the community and educating or giving spitting knowledge as far as what an MC club is. So for those that are interested in motorcycle clubs and having that one, want some answers about it, or even know how to start your own, either you're in Georgia, Kentucky, American Samoa, that's a good place to answer those questions and stuff.
Yeah, that'll be in here in Kent, Washington. We're excited to be a part of it because we're just going to be there, probably go live and do some interviews with some of the MCs out there. So if you're in the Washington area, come on out. You see the Waiu's posting their flyer, and we're excited to be part of it. Yeah, a lot of good things happening with Waiu's. Slow progress, but it's good. And I'm glad you're making friends on here, Punimo, with TikTok. Look at you doing your thing with your reviews on stuff. Or
So Calvin, man, it's good to have you finally on the YOOS. I just me and my this is my partner Queen. So and me and her is the one that built our podcast, and this is what we've been working on. I happen to be the one that's doing all the talking on the video, but this is the mastermind behind everything that we do. And I'm just glad to have you on the platform, brother. I just only had a question, man, like because I know you do gardening, but that's not everything that you do, brother. Is that what started you on TikTok? Is that what made you get on TikTok and doing your content? Because for those that are not friends with Calvin, man, for me, I like how you edit all that stuff. as far as a video create editor.
Well, I appreciate it. I do get a lot of feedback on that.
Mhm.
I mean, my phone does most of the work for me, man.
Thank you.
So I've been on and off social media since I was, I don't know, maybe 17. A lot of stuff, post delete, just like too embarrassed. But at this point in my life, I'm like, well, I just post it.
I see you coming out of your shell too, which is a good thing. I'm the same way too, man.
Yeah, it's I'm trying to think of where I've I don't know how to describe it. So like I'm pretty asocial. I keep to myself, but I do like interacting with people. It's just, sometimes and oftentimes, you'll run into situations where like, I do my best not to let people that may end up doing me dirty deter me from still trying to make new connections because I mean it's just part of life.
Mm.
That's good. You don't let nobody get in your way. The best thing about it is not allowing people to rent space in our head and we just move forward. And I'm very proud of you for just keeping moving forward. And that's the first, that's the best thing to do. I'm glad you're on here with us because I'm excited to hear about, because it says dot home and garden. You got to share some of your wonderful contents that because I'm not really familiar with it. I know my brother Puni is. I just want to welcome everybody coming on here. I'm sorry I'm missing say hi and thank you, Pete, for the stuff that you're sending us. I'm still new on this, but I see everyone sending some love. Appreciate it. So Calvin, yeah, home and garden. Teach me on some of that stuff. I know Pootie probably heard about it, but us me and some other people.
Yeah, when I made this account, so this is my third TikTok account. Initially, I started out singing, but I wasn't getting algorithm push. I wasn't getting great engagement, so I decided to pivot. I'm like, I'm gonna stay at home right now, so take care of the chickens. I do the gardening, I do the cooking, the laundry, all that stuff. So it's like I can make content that is something that I'm already going to be doing. So
Right.
that's kind of how it started. And I'm like, well, I can't garden the whole year. I mean, you're in Kentucky, so like I can't garden all year long. So it's like, well, let me make sure I incorporate something else. And like when it's cold, I crochet, I bake, I cook, because
Right.
try not to eat out too often because it's too much sodium, too much sugar. So I decided to change my name to this to give myself room so I can make content year round without having to do too much pre-planning and pivoting because I don't want to like change my name every other week as that gets confusing for the users.
Oh, nice. Do you do garden in the house too sometimes? Do you have an indoor garden?
We do have a hydroponic setup right now. It's decommissioned just because we have the chicks inside in the space that we do that. So for now, it's just outside. Once the chicks go back out, I'll set up inside again.
Cool. Crochet. That's got to be nice. I don't know crochet. I don't even know how to crochet, but I've seen a lot of like Joanne Fabrics, and they have classes for that, and they do Afghans. They start off with the Afghans, so forth. So, and I know there's different type of hooks. 'Cause I had to teach some of the class, but I didn't even know how to teach. So I was like, that's such an oxymoron. I was like, I had to read, but I didn't even know how to do it, and I had to teach a class. I was like, wonderful. I can't even crochet myself, but here I am. I said, okay, just got to do it. That was years ago, though. But that's kind of I really appreciate those who crochet because a lot of cool stuff.
Yeah, it's really relaxing. I find it rewarding. I like working with my hands. I think I changed my bio recently to creature of creation because I think that is really what brings me the most joy is like making stuff. Whether that's starting stuff from seed and tending to plants as they grow, making something out of yarn, designing something for decor in the house. I don't know, I enjoy it.
And you say you did you was doing singing, like what kind? R&B, reggae? Is kind of like what kind of music were you, for your content creating?
That is just random stuff. It's raining, I'm singing, it's raining, it's pouring. um because I'm just random like that. But I used to professionally sing backup and play bass in a band. When I was doing that, it was a post-hardcore, so singing just like la 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 la, like clean vocals, and then screamo, I guess they call it. That was a long time ago. I say a lifetime ago.
So you were actually so your content that you were uploading was kind of like teaching those like warm up vocals and stuff like that, not actually like just putting out a song and uploading that. Is that what you were doing?
It was just like if I was singing, it was little snippets because the guidelines are they take down singing content a lot. I still don't fully understand the rules around that, so I took singing off the platform, and like I still sing because I mean, if you're a singer, you don't just stop singing.
Yeah.
So like
Yeah.
I sing, and I'm working on making some connections outside because when I really sat down and thought about it, I was like, this is not something I want to do because I remember the long days, the being away from home so much, and if I get into music, I'm like, I'll maybe do some session singing vocals, like singing backup vocals for somebody on their record, or maybe like songwriting, but like I don't want to be like performing that. Mentally, I don't think I could get back into that.
Man, a man with many talents there, Calvin. I like that. But yeah, for those that are just tuning in, man, Calvin right here is it's like I told you before on your live, it's more of like I had an attachment with you because my son, my middle son, being the fact that he's gay, and I was just like I was looking for role models that can, because I believe that kids they tend to find their inspiration and their role models through social media, and just me being a dad with having a son that's in the LGBTQ community, wanted to help him out that way. So as far as your gardening side, me and my wife is into that, but we are those people that are like, man, I want to do that, but we don't do it. But it's something that it's a good thing to
That's
always
funny.
hold on to and have a friend, because I know that's something down the road that we're going to eventually get into, and it's cool to have a friend that knows about that stuff. So instead of me trying to Google it or YouTube it, I can actually talk to you about it and get direct access and kind of erase the. It's just really for time and money spent wise, right? And just get right
Right.
to it, because we all know with the with all the grocery stuff that it's things, inflation is high, and farmers are just, with all the chemicals that they're spraying on all the vegetables and the produce stuff, we all know that's not even healthy. So it's definitely a something that I am wanting to do eventually, but at the moment I'm not interested in it. But I appreciate your content because it is educating me, especially when it comes to ladybugs. I didn't know the impact that a ladybug has when it comes to people that does that kind of stuff, that they protect and eat the little bugs. So just little information like that goes a long way, Calvin, and I appreciate you for that. But for the moment, man, because of time, thank you for stopping by. I have a few other content creators that are on here that I would like to get on. And that's how we're going to kind of have our platform go, is to invite our content creators to educate our coconuts. Calvin, thank you for your time,
Thank you,
buddy.
Calvin.
Well, thank you for having me up. You guys have a wonderful rest of your day.
You
You
as
too,
well.
brother.
Hi, you guys.
Get the Luke.
What's
Hi.
Hey. Well, good morning from here, at least.
Now, you from American Samoa, right?
I am. I was raised in Cali in the States, but I moved back home almost over 15 years now.
Nice. Good morning. It's 8 o'clock out there, yeah? Noon here.
30ish. Yes. Thanks for having me.
You're welcome. So, Naya, how are you able, what inspired you to do what you're doing? Because it seems like that's something that you're constantly doing now, right? Is
Yes.
taking orders from people. And I like your angle, because it's a lot of stuff that we don't, that a lot of us here in the mainland in America, they don't have those stuff that we grew up on. So I like your angle when it comes to the desserts, snacks, and then also material of clothing, for attire and stuff like that. What, why, well, how did that all come about? And then Is it just TikTok your only place that you're promoting? I'm assuming you're probably doing it through Facebook too and other social media.
Okay, well, thanks for the opportunity. So it all started off, I will say, first of all, from the one of my sisters out in Utah. She's with the group of with the dance group called Tawalunga Production. So that's how it all started. But it was small time, right? But then when I got on a panel of friends who I consider family, um, they were asking about random things. And then it just kind of really took off from there. They started putting in their orders. And then, I said, why not make it a thing? Like if I'm doing this, why not make it a thing? So I just started posting, things of different things that are available that might not be available to our people there in the States. And as more viewers and, people started following, I get more questions. And, it really pretty much took off from there. I'm only here on TikTok. And then, of course, I post things on Facebook. But that's as far as my social media platform goes.
I think you're the one who you had the one video where you sent all the packages from Samoa, right? Okay, now you look familiar. I'm sorry. I'm just like Puni Mo's been all over the place, but I'm just now this is our first live TikTok. So wow, that's pretty
Oh,
awesome what you're doing. That's really nice.
yeah, it's been such a blessing too. At the same time, I get a lot. I get to meet people, and then be able to ship these packages out in different states. Like Utah, I have family in Vegas, Cali, but in other states, I don't. You know, I've never been there. I don't know anyone in those states. So it's really a nice feeling to be able to do this for our people.
Nice, nice. Well, I'm up here in Washington, we all, just connect with each other. It's how to support each other. This is what why Oos is all about, is promoting each other. And I love what you're doing, and to bring a piece of home to all of us out here in the States. So that's amazing. Thank you so much for doing that. I think that's really cool. And thank you to Afro Tana and everybody else that's sending the gifts. I don't know what those gifts are called, but they're so cool, and being a gift badge. And thank you guys. That's awesome. Me a phone langa ah.
So guys, I'm if you guys don't see me talking, because also a lot of this stuff I'm able, for those that haven't checked out our past two episodes, we were able to be able to put this live that we have recorded and turn it into an actual podcast. So a lot of time you'll see me pause because it's just for the editing purposes. So that way it doesn't. I'm able to squeeze everything together. It'll make sense at the end when you actually tune into the episodes that we create. That's why I allowed the speakers, whoever are talking, to go ahead and talk. Because sometimes when everybody's talking, it does. Like crumble up and mix up where you kind of miss out the audio part. And that's the only reason why I'm doing that. And I'm also trying to be what do you call it, discipline of not just calling out people, hey, thank you for this, thank you for that, and interrupt the person that's talking. That's the only reason why I was quiet. Just also for the audience too, and for those who wants to do this down the road. Just little gems that we're throwing out there. So again, thank you to Afro Tana being our gifter with the confettis and everybody else. Talker, you stand by. We're gonna get to you too, sis. So yes, Queen, did you have any other questions for Air Dash? So is it hunky girl
Pumpkin.
Air Dash?
Yeah, it's Hunkin' Girl Air Dash. One of my girls out in Hawaii, Reese, actually came up with the dash. But because, I'm here and you guys are there, I thought about the airport. So I'm like, it all kind of worked out and I'm happy with the name that, we all came up with.
So is it just you, or do you have a team behind you? You know what I'm saying?
It's all me. I am the team. So as people forward their lists over, if I know the prices right off the back, I forward them back the pricing with the shipping. I and my little brain here have to figure out how many boxes I'm gonna be able to fit these their items in. So, I everything's included. I do have a fee, and I think it's a reasonable fee, for my time and of course for my gas. So that's what it is.
I like that. I like that. I just want to thank you again for, taking the time to come up here and educating our coconuts and stuff like. Oh, so is your main customers in the US, or do you also have in like Australia, New Zealand? Is it just Samoans, or have you were able to reach out to other ethnicities and stuff?
So most of them are Samoan. However, when I do post, I always hashtag Polynesian, Tongans, just the whole Polynesian community as well. But all of my customers have been Samoan and they've all been in the States. I've had a couple people reach out from New Zealand and Australia, but because of the shipping, it's so much more expensive. And I warn them, and I don't want them to not so much waste their money, but you know what I mean? Like the shipping will cost more than the actual items they want to be sent. So for me, it's like if you have a family member out in Samoa that's coming or going or whatever have you, get it that way to save you.
That's good. That's good. Queen, that's all the question I got for Hunky. You got anything else?
Yes, I just want to say it was such a pleasure to meet you, and I look forward to the your business to soar. It's gonna get better, and we're here to support you. And thank you for what you're doing, because I bet you what you're doing is probably much a little bit less expensive from buying it actually here, at the stores locally. So thank you for giving our people, opportunities to save money. And yeah, of course we got to pay your fee because you're doing all the legwork. So of course, you got to pay for the labor. That's love labor, So thank you again. It was so nice to meet you. I wish I would have known about you when I was out in Samoa in June. I will be looking out for you when I do come back to Samoa. So have a wonderful
Yeah.
rest of your weekend.
Thank
Thank
you
you
so much for
again.
having me. Thank you. Take care. Lofaku.
Alofa, you have a good one.
Alrighty.
Tucker, welcome to the Y Ooze platform. Finally good
How's
to
it
have
going?
you. It's going good. First of all, I just want to thank you for your support. You're always supporting us every time I go live. I just want to say that thank you for following us also on IG and just being supportive. And we've talked back and forth on the comments. So I'm actually excited to have you on our platform. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you doing?
We are doing fabulous. Queen, this is Talker now. At first I thought Talker was a man.
It's Toker. See, I knew. I wasn't sure, but thank you for correcting us, Toker. So where did
Well,
that
it
name?
is TikTok, so it makes sense when people say that. I
Right.
don't argue with them. I'm like, okay, I'm whoever you want me to be.
So educate us on Toker. I'm
Yes.
already meeting you.
Well, I just basically made a brand because I didn't want to go back to a 9 to 5 because I have a kid or whatever, and I wanted to spend more time with him because I was working a corporate job, and so I decided to start a brand, thinking it would be easy, obviously, but it actually is very, very difficult. I'm not even sure if I picked the right name, but it's just my last name, so that's why I picked it. So I'm
Okay.
not sure if people are put off by my name, but it is what it is.
So it's Toker?
I,
So
I
yeah,
like I like the design of it. It's really catchy because I like the cursive and you got the print right there, and it's really eye catching.
what I'm afraid they're associating it maybe with the wrong things, and then I'm like, I never really considered that, but and because it's just not me.
It's
But
this
yeah,
though. I thought he was part affiliated with TikTokers. That's why I kept saying
no,
Talker.
no, but TikTok accepted me, where Google apparently said that I violated their terms and conditions immediately, and I had no idea because I saw the worst stuff on YouTube. And I was like, how did I do that? And my son's like, look at this stuff that was on YouTube and you got banned. And I was like, look, I don't know why.
You are not lying about that. That's the one thing I'm still having to struggle with because a lot of stuff that are being promoted on all social media platforms, it's a lot worse, and people are literally just like they're showcasing, violence, the even like profanity, and then just the little stuff that we do, us little small business owners, we get what is it called, suspended or violations, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't understand that. It's
And
crazy.
I was like, okay. But it was YouTube was really, really strict. But apparently everyone said the same thing. They're like, if you go in to YouTube, like their comments are really kind of G rated. But if you go on like Instagram, they get a little like it's like anything goes almost in Instagram.
And then I hear that a lot of it too is the trolls that they if they don't like you personally, I guess it's more of a personal thing. They tend to send a complaint, and then that's another way that you get a violation.
Yeah,
So
and I think that's a thing too. And I think it's almost like internet bullying from them, if
yes,
you want to call it that, but they just like go after brands and things like that because of whatever. But I was like, they don't realize the impact they're having when they're doing that. It's like they don't understand government or anything like that, if you know what I mean.
exactly. Yes. And Toka, so are you based in the U.S. or are you based out of?
Technically, I'm in Canada. The actual goal is to get to the US. So I'm trying to focus on where I want to be. But currently, I'm located in Canada, and the goal is to get to the US. But my products, so because of that, my products are made in the US and supporting US businesses because of where I want to be instead of where I am.
Hey, that's cool though. It's good to have a Canadian in the house, baby. Why? Oos is just talking to everybody. Look at that. We went international, cousin. We talking to people from American Samoa, from Canada, and also out here in the U.S. And I think that's the beautiful thing about TikTok. So, the stuff, those little treatment oils or ointments or whatever you call those, is that something that you created yourself and you're selling, or is that like an affiliate thing that you're doing?
There's a manufacturer who manufactures it in the US who tested it and all those things. But they're selling it from there, so they're creating it and then they just brand and package it for me and that's it.
And if you don't mind, for the purposes to educate our coconuts that who are looking for side hustles or something else, how do you go about getting all that, to sign up for it?
You have to find suppliers and things like that and it can be very difficult. You need a lot of capital even to get started where they'll tell you you don't.
Exactly.
You need an audience and you need all kinds of stuff that it's don't be misled that you're going to be able to open it and make it happen overnight. It doesn't happen. And getting the support because there's so many scammers and other things, getting people to kind of support you and trust you is very, very difficult because so many scammers exist that are also, like you said, going behind you and reporting you because they're trying to take that business away from you. And so you have to deal with your competition and all kinds of stuff. So if you actually want to do it, you have to start looking into wholesale suppliers, have the capital to buy it up front, or make an agreement with somebody to pay a little more upfront on the purchase to get them to supply it for you.
Yeah, that's awesome. I'm so happy that you said that because I keep getting a lot of shared messages from friends and in my own circle, thinking that, oh, this is the way to do it. But I'm like, there's more to it. You literally got to have a brand. If you're not even
It's difficult.
somebody that has a community, you're not going to sell nothing or whatever you're trying to promote.
Yeah, they won't trust you because they've been scammed so many times, or, they're just like, well, who are you? And so you have to build up levels of trust with them. You have to build up your brand. Plus, like a lot of consumers are more concerned about who they're doing business with. And I understand that because so many companies or individuals have misled them that they're very skeptical. So like let's say that Lululemon drama because they're a known brand everybody was so loyal to them for so many years, to find out that they were misleading them in their product quality and misleading them with their name brands and their greenwashing, and that really they weren't in line with their values at all.
I too am excited to see you grow because it's established 2024. So I can't wait till we do our podcast and get to highlight you, Miss Toka.
Yes, I'm very excited. I love supporting you guys. I want to see you grow too, because I see these other podcasts and they don't have much to offer. And I'm like, well, I hope these guys make it. We need to tell some people this information.
Yeah, right. I know, Tucker, for real. And guess what? We established in 2024 too, right, Queen?
Really?
That's right. Yep. We're all in
Nice.
2024.
We're growing together. We're
We're gonna make
establishing
it together.
ourselves together.
There you go. Yes, thank you, Tucker. Well, thank you for your time again, man. Do you have any a closeout remark for our audience before we let you go?
Just be true to yourself, really, I think is the best thing I can say. Stay true to yourself and your beliefs and what you want.
Well, thank you so much for your time, Tucker. Again, you have
Thank
yourself
you.
a good day. We will be supporting you every time.
Yes.
Again, thank you. You have a good one.
Thank you, you too.
All
See
right.
you guys later.
See ya.
See you later.
And there you have it, Queen. Well, it's amazing how me and you were just getting on here. I think this is the one great thing about TikTok Live is that we have no plans whatsoever. We just wanted to test this live to see that if we can even get Queen get on here. Because Queen don't even got 1,000 followers, right, Queen?
Absolutely not.
How many followers you got right now?
I think only about 100.
So I wonder if you're able to go on live by yourself, like that whole thing about you need 1,000 followers to be able to go live. So I don't know, but there you guys have it, coconuts. We've been educating y'all, give y'all some gems that we're learning as we're going. Consider this a live of a beta test live, right, Queen?
That's right. Everything's test.
And for the sake and the purposes of our podcast episode, this is a TikTok live episode. Don't forget to pick up our merch if you like our hats, and we got other stuff out there. You can find all our stuff on our website at www.yoos.com. Go ahead, Queen, close us out with an affirmation. I love how I just throw you on a...
Just say that you don't have an affirmation. Well, basically, thank you for the opportunity. Guys, don't give up. Don't let the outside noise come in and bother you if you're trying to work on something or change something. As I mentioned earlier, all that negative stuff, don't let that negative stuff stay in your head. Don't let them rent that space in your head. Just push it out, because ultimately you're the one who makes the choice. You're the one paying your bills. You're the one paying your house. They don't pay nothing. So just keep on trucking and keep on going. Love you guys.
This train's gonna keep on rolling. Yeah, and we out, man. I'm your boy, Why Oos.
And this is your queen.
And we out, baby.